Hello. Okay, let me just post this thing in a Discord and stuff. I hope you're all doing fine. I have to loot chat as well. Okay. Okay, some small music in the background. But I bet you hear the sound of our aquarium filter louder than other stuff, but anyway. That's what it is. What can I do? Okay. Go back. Okay. So I'm gonna continue working on JavaScript side, more or less. Move cursor, move word right. So I was thinking that many of these functions are going to be just one-liner. I mean, these two don't need to even exist. Reload. Oh no, okay. I see. Okay, oh no, it's okay. You can just remove them. And then go there. Upper the reload. Okay. And then have some functions for, okay, text normal functionality. Do I need move cursor? I don't think so. I'm gonna use the move cursor. I wish I could do all of this in one helper thing. Anyway, so move word right. Okay. Cval.js. Okay. Second, I'll read my message. Move forward, right. Or left. Move big word right. Move big word left. Mouse. Yeah, this is mouse also. Okay. Move right. Alphanumeric text.pose. No, we don't care about this part. We just want to say here's the value. And there is a position. If position plus plus, we add one to position, and then if we see that position is equal to more than equal to length, because I think indexing starts with 0 in JavaScript. Then we move the cursor there. Okay. Move left. We need the function. If position is less than 0, return. Else we move the cursor there. Move up. Okay, so move up and down are gonna be a bit more complicated. And stop fighting. Okay, moving down and up. Please don't do that. I've got company, sorry. Last index. We get the current line is how do I know if I'm like I think splitting the text would be easier now. That would be the line start. I think it's a better name. Line start, position minus line start gives us the offset. Now line above. Should be 2 because we have backslash and n. That's no. It's like 1 or it's 1 character, right? Okay, I'm not sure how exact this is, so we'll have to test it. And then move the cursor there. Move down. Get the elements. Okay, let's go. Text, we know start selection. Now, okay, and then we do downline start. Okay, that would be index of instead of last index of. This is last index of anyway. And then Okay, and then down, this is more than... Okay, we don't return here if it's -1. Don't eat the microphone, please. No, not that one. Please don't. Okay. No, that's a cable. How do we fix this? There's a line start. Then I have to check if... maybe... Okay. Next. So the offset would be... I'm 12 years old and I build terminal, it's good. I think if you're 12 years old, you're not allowed to be in YouTube, no? I don't remember what was the term of service for YouTube. I think it was 13 years old as minimum age. By the way, anyway, I have no idea. You're asking the wrong guy. If you like doing it, then it's okay. Hit the propaganda dogmatic advertising style of Linux unit. I've used Linux and it's mediocre at best. Okay. Good for you. Because I can't run the apps that I care about. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, Linux is more difficult to use than Windows, so. And yeah, there are times that you cannot um, use some of the applications that you would want to, I guess. It depends on what application you want. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so I've been using Linux for I don't know, I'm like many it's been a long time right now. I can't use Windows because like there are some really detailed stuff that I want to do and I cannot do it with Windows. But then when I use Linux, it seems like every day I have to fix something. Like, so there is no perfect choice for me, at least for me in my eyes. But if you find Windows good for you, it's okay. I mean, you can use it. I'm not a dev. I actually enjoy using Linux. I like that I can change things in it. But it comes at a cost, so... And the thing that you talk about, like the applications that don't work on Linux, that's not Linux fault. It's just that if you go, for example, on many software pages, if you want an edition for Linux, you just don't find it. And I don't know what is the problem there. I cannot say like, yeah, okay, in Linux community, maybe there are some people who could have done something to change that. But it's just that it's been like this for many years now, and it's been shifting, but it's not as fast as it could be, like because there is no, I don't know, there is no standard, like there's no agreement. Like for example, imagine if I want to change the theme of my system in Linux to a dark mode, for example, and then I go and then it's really difficult. There's no standard way in general to change the theme, and yeah, it's really annoying. I am not sure if all Linux users are like that, because I have seen some people who are more fair. But yeah, you have your own choice. You can you have, if you are interested in what Windows offers you for daily life, for whatever you're doing, I don't think it would be even worth to try Linux, honestly, because it's Linux is difficult, it's costly, it takes time, like every detail that you have to change in Linux, you need to learn, and then even if you learn, if you try different distros, it's completely it just doesn't work. It gets broken. Loud people are everywhere. Yeah, well, you say yourself, they're loud people, so it's easier to listen. You know, it's easier to notice them. There are some people who are just loud. Like you get to see them more often, and you get to hear them more often. But like, I mean, Linux stuff is really annoying. Some of the stuff. You know, it just gives you more control over how the system that you're working with could be. Like, you can change them. But at the same time, it's costly. It's like there's a huge cost, and that you have to put very long time to just set things up the way that you want it. And even then, there are some things that are not going to work as intended. So there are some of the Linux distributions that are like that people are trying to make it easier for daily life uses and stuff, but it's not there yet. Like, I mean, we can't oh, I mean, skill issues is a thing that I hate the most in internet right now, because you see, I am not tech savvy guy. I'm not really, like, I like doing things. Like the thing that I'm doing right now, I'm doing it just because I enjoy it. It doesn't have a job. It doesn't give me money. Like, the most that I get is from streaming. Like, and the streaming, I'm not even a partner yet. And like, to do this, I would have to read a lot to understand many things. And the best friend that I've had, I have found in internet is AI, honestly, because like, there are people who are really nice and help. You know, you can go ask questions and stuff, but then so it's really difficult to find help in especially system like around Linux. Like, you want to change the system, you want to change, like, you want to do some stuff. It's really difficult, annoying, and it takes time. So I'm really happy that AI is advanced enough to I mean, it's not completely advanced to solve a lot of issues. Like, it has a lot of bugs and stuff. But then over different variations, like, for example, I do have the Linux that I have is an XOS. I don't know if you've heard of it. it's I mean, if you're not a fan of doing technical stuff, like taking 1 week just to set up your simple stuff, that's like a pain. But for me, it's I enjoy the process, even though it's painful. But at some point, like, you want to get to be able to work, you know. So yeah, so I like that there is AI and I can ask questions from AI, and sometimes it makes mistake, and then but then after over like some iterations, I get to do something working. And then at the end, yeah, there are times that I go to their community and ask questions, and they're nice in general. I have like in NixOS community in Discord, they help a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, NixOS is, I mean, I liked Arch. The thing with Linux is that, I mean, I have a, like, I don't know if I could call it a mental sickness, but there is this thing that some people have, like me, that we want to be able to control everything that the system gives us. And doesn't mean that we're going to get it naturally, of course, because the system is just too big and you can't just understand all the details and stuff. At some point, you have to give up. And you cannot be like, but there are some details that you can change and make it look like, I don't know, like a little bit like your uh what you say. And then yeah, Linux has those hurdles, and NixOS is part of it. And I was in Arch, and then Arch has problems, major problems. Like if you want to change some settings, you change some file format and stuff, and you can't really remember what was the setting that you did, and there was a lot of details that you have to just read. Okay, what does this file look like? If you make a mistake there, huge pain. Sometimes even system doesn't load, and then but then NixOS is like, you know, it's, I wouldn't say it provides me more options, more tools that I can use, that and is more that makes me more relieved in some aspects. So I wouldn't call it as hardcore as Arch Linux. I use Arch, by the way, on literally every video. Oh yeah, that's like a meme right now. Like, I use Arch, by the way. Like, you shouldn't take it seriously. It's like a funny thing, funny meme that some people use right now. Because even the Linux community are like people who use Linux. I don't even know what Linux community means, but even people who like using Linux, they also are aware of some of these issues. Like, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them really, yeah. NVIDIA user causing full kernel. Oh yeah, so NVIDIA problems are not, again, like you see, and there is AMD. There are so many companies like this, and they provide a lot of good, you know, goodies for Linux users. You can run their stuff on Linux really easily. But then there are some companies that just don't do it. That's, I mean, NVIDIA has done recently. It's been improved, I think, but in the past they wouldn't. I think their drivers and stuff, they were only written for, you know, and I really don't understand the reason. Like, but you know, there are some companies that just are like this. You know, they don't care about Linux, so you're stuck there. Arch, yeah, I mean, so I wouldn't. So it's a really difficult. I mean, it depends. Like for people who really like Arch, Arch works because for them it works because they like to go through all the pain and details. They enjoy the ride. So that's the only reason for me. That's yeah, but I also like some of the stuff that Arch provides. Like, I mean, I'm also like, my second operating system after NixOS is just Arch. Yeah, okay, it's more difficult, but you know, I like using it more than I can install the window manager that I want. I can like yeah, I'm using Hyperland right now. I'm not really happy with it, but then yeah, I could change from time to time. Like it's like I don't know how to say it. It's like a joy to change things all the time. Look, you can just make the whole system look differently. If you don't have a joy for this, like to go through all the pain and just come out different, if you don't like that, it's yeah, Linux is not a really, like, you would have to stick with some of the famous distro lines, like I don't know, there was Fedora. Like there are some that are like for users who, you know, they just want to do their daily life. They don't like to go through all the details. Oh, I have to go learn what this part of the system does just to be able to do some small details of a weird setting and stuff. It's just not, it's not fun for everybody. It's just not fun. Oh yeah, so stability is like, yeah, it's really difficult to get stability in Linux in general. Yeah. I mean, it's been better. I think in the past years it's been better, I think. But yeah, if you just want to change, like, I guess if you don't want to change like crazy details, it would be like, you don't have to do Arch if you want to do stability. That's like a wrong choice there. Because I mean, Arch also is stable, I mean, by itself. It's just the problem that if you want to change if you want to do some upgrade at some point, like in 1 or 2 years, you will have some crash somewhere. It's a rolling release thing. And that's why I like NixOS. Like, I don't know, it has you have different versions, unless they do upgrades on systemd boots stuff, like on your booting stuff. You can always roll back to the previous versions. There are some Linux distros that are doing that right now. Fedora, I have heard that they have this also. There is a Fedora image that you can just roll back to the previous image. There are some distros that are providing some stuff like this, and NixOS has this by naturally. Like, there is a Nix that you can install on different operating systems, like in Arch, but it's more for your applications. Like, it's like an application manager, like I don't know how to say, like similar to Pacman, like in Arch. But then if you want to go further and you have your whole system being like, you could change the setting after, if you do upgrade, it doesn't run, you want to load the previous version that was just working. If you want to have that, yeah, and NixOS also gives you that. But you know, you have to be aware, there is a huge learning curve to all of this. Like, you have to put time, you have to be, it's gonna be annoying, painful, very much. Too many people Rust super aggressively. Oh, okay. Instead of Rust, pretty cool. So, I have tried Rust. Rust is, I wouldn't say I don't like it. It's just there are some things that I prefer as it's done in Zig. So the main reason that I'm doing Zig is just easier for me to learn. That's it. I don't want to put time to understand what is shared memory in Rust, how to use it, and then there are traits and stuff. Like, there's a lot of things to learn there, and there are some people who like that. Amazing. I mean, it's an amazing language. There are people who are doing. There are some amazing programs that are being made in Rust, and yeah, Rust is a good. I mean, it's. I mean, I cannot say if it's a good language or not. I'm not a professional developer to. I don't have enough knowledge on that, but I can say that it's an interesting. It's just a programming language. I mean, yeah. But I use Zig just because I like it. That's it. There is no professional reason, and the main reason is just I like it first. Second, like I can say that my brain is biased towards Zig. And then the second thing is that Zig is like really simple, like easy. I get the easiness that C has, but different. Like there are limitations to mistakes that I can make. Yeah. Okay. So I have to go put down my bird. He's been on my keyboard for as long as the conversation started. He's just chilling there and he doesn't let me type. Yeah, we'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. End of the day. To us normies, all of us. Religion. Yeah, I mean, there's always something like this, like even programming language sometimes it becomes like there are some people who like some programming language religiously. We can have the same discussion about anything, like OS or any other subject, and there are always some people who are talking about something religiously. And then in YouTube, honestly, there is this thing that there is this if you say, if you want to have more views on your video, you will have to always make a little bit of fancy, like I don't know how to say, you want to invite people to continuously watch your content, I guess. I don't know, but there is this way of advertising for your own channel that sometimes it goes too far. I would say maybe that's it. I don't know, like I have no idea, but yeah, you can come. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, we pushed like religion and stuff. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, for me, because I haven't yeah, I don't know what to say. Like there is this yeah, if you feel that way, then yeah, there are some people who are then you know who not to follow, I guess. I don't know what to say. View the alarmist views about something. I am not sure about this one as well. But yeah, I feel like maybe on some subjects, depends, I guess, on the subject. I have no idea. And then Windows is dying. Windows must be stopped. Yeah. So the problem with I know the thing is that so for example, if I want to use Linux, and I am a user, for example, I'm just like normal user, and maybe more Linux users have more knowledge than me on the operating system and the technical stuff in it. But I'm some kind of a user that wants to use Linux, and then there is some specific application that I want to use, and many times I have seen that there is no version for Linux. Like there is a lot of games that there is a Mac OS, there is a Windows version, but then Linux version is just really difficult. You would have to run wine staging and stuff. just to make the game work there. If you want some other, so it's really annoying at the same time that, okay, I enjoy Linux, but then at the same time I have this thing that I have to go search through applications and eventually end up with some weird application that nobody really enjoys using, just because it doesn't have the same quality of some other ones, and the other ones don't have a version for Linux, and it makes like, for me it's really annoying to have this. So that's why I think the base of all hatred towards Windows for Linux users is that why can't I have Linux, like, and then not have to like look for weird solutions just to solve the problem that I get, while if I use Windows, I will have some other problems, like exactly the things that I said, like okay, we don't get to choose our window manager, we don't get to choose, like, I don't know, like, you know, the way that I can just make it look exactly as I want. Not exactly, but you know. But at the same time, I will have ability to use a lot of applications just like that, like, with a single click. I don't have to do anything. And then, yeah, it's like, there is a cost everywhere, I guess, and it makes people over time, it makes them angry, like over things, like it makes them annoyed, and it's a natural thing for me, for both sides, like people who might not like Linux and people who might not like Windows. Yeah, I guess I get the conversation that yeah, some people might go overboard or go beyond that and just make it like a weird hatred towards one operating system. I understand that's like annoying. Yeah, but I think that's just deep down we just want to be able to have both worlds together. I don't know how to say this, like merge these things. No, I mean, you cannot customize everything in Windows. So like so for example, like if you look for window managers, like Windows doesn't have the same way of there are some stuff that you cannot really easily do in Windows. Like for example, there is a window manager for Windows, I don't remember what was the name, and it's a tiling window manager. I searched if I can write so when I was in Windows, I was just saying, like, can I just write a window manager for Windows that is the way that I want? And then the answer is yes, but then there are some applications that just don't work really. They don't correspond to you, because Windows allows some applications to directly have I don't know how to say, but directly use the use your resources. So yeah, there is those sort of things. That's it's sort of like the old like in Linux also this issue exists with some of the, like with the X server. I think it was there also. Like I was trying to do something and I had to face with this issue. So But I'm not sure, like I didn't go through the details, so I cannot say for sure. But there are some things in the Windows that are just, you know, if you want to have it the way, look the way you want, it's just way more difficult. Like you can't just expect, that's why like when you, and it's not just the only reason, like there are some other reasons as well, but you know. And also Windows, you have to pay for it, like, I mean, come on. If I have to make the application look the way I want, and I have to pay for it at the same time, I don't know, but if it'll, I mean, I have to go through the pain and make it look exactly the way I want it, and I'm just paying for it. It makes things, you know, not feel good. But buying the computer though, yeah, okay. If you buy a PC like with Windows, you generally have to like there is I don't know. There is generally some payment for Windows that is separated. Like you can buy a PC with Linux. I think it would be cheaper if you buy the same thing, unless the shop is giving you some kind of a. The shop that is providing you that PC is providing you some kind of a. I don't know how to say it, but some kind of a promotion. But generally, you have to pay for Windows, so. Okay, what was I doing? Now I can work a little bit on the thing that I was doing. Okay, I'm moving down. Index. Linux pre-installed. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you don't want to use it, so it's good for you, I guess. No. But you can always you can always have Windows and then try virtual machines, maybe. I don't know. It might help. If you want to still go on and from time to time when you have time to check things with some distribution, you could try them on virtual machines, but I don't know, because I mean, it depends on what you're doing and stuff. What applications you need for daily use and stuff. These things are all important, and at the end of the day, these are the most decisive factors. But yeah, you can always do a virtual machine and stuff. Most people in my city don't know what a virtual machine is, let alone Linux. But it's It's what it is. I mean, like there is a reason Windows still exists. I think it's just easier to use. Period. Like it's much more easier than even the easiest Linux to use. There is always some difficulty to manage. Like I mean, like imagine you like how many years has it been that they have made there are many kind of GUI applications for how to use your manage your file manager. There are many of them for Linux. They're generally really heavy, or they don't have options that feel good, you know, like those things that if you find Windows File Explorer, there are some things that are just so good. I like that. I like to have them, like, but I can't easily, like, it's a very small stuff, but it makes a huge change in your daily work. Okay, next line start. Let's do this line start. We do offset. And then I want to go to the next one, then I have to do the index up, right? So then I would have to put position here. Position +1, I guess. Start if this is bigger than text.length, return. Then position is this offset. What was the offset? Offset is, yeah, okay. And then this is the move cursor, okay. By default, Linux has good app launching system. Which one are you talking about? I don't exactly know what you mean. Launching system, okay. Generic app launcher on Linux. So for example, oh, you mean the ones that you run, like, I don't know how to say, like, there is a menu and then there is some applications that you choose from. There's a list or some kind of a menu and then you choose which app you want. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, there are many types, yeah, but yeah, they're interesting. Doesn't have this, yeah, Windows doesn't have, like, I don't know how to say, but it would be like they would have to give a Windows minimal in a way that people can use and then change it in such a way. And then make it cheaper. Like, that would be beautiful. Like, if there was a Windows version that was, like, way cheaper, they just make it stable, and then they let other people invest like time and make applications that are there could be two versions, like free version, and then there are ones that you have to pay to have ultra functionality and stuff, and then that would be interesting. Like, I don't know how it would turn out to be, honestly, but I feel like you could have a lot of stuff there, and you don't have to come to Linux to have different things in Windows, like in your system, I mean. Yeah, functionality for Windows. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, but I mean, third party. I mean, if there is, I like the thing with the open source community. There are problems there, but then at least there is somebody at least have done something that you might like. You know, it's yeah. I might go to dispatcher. Move up, down. I don't think I'm gonna put this in helper. I'm gonna put them in helper.js. Or they put them here, yes. Okay. These are not in helper, so open source proprietary anymore. No methodology is truly better than the other. Yeah, that's true. Like, it depends on what you need. Like, there are some things that are good in open source, and the way that you want it, and then there are some things in the other one that is that's really not the way that you like it. And vice versa. Like, it depends on the subject and application, I guess. Move up, down, left, right. Big word up. That's left, big word right. Okay. Move up. Move down. And left and right. Okay. And then in config, text normal. This is move cursor. Word forward cursor. How did I name this thing there? I just forgot. Move right. No, it was not here. It's in dispatcher. Up, down, left, right, word left, word right. Okay. Right. And then B should be move word left, cursor word end. These two are not written. I have to write them. And then there is B and W. I can just put them with the other ones that are already done. Okay. Um, can I do... Okay, I have to do a function. This is const. Right, big word left. Okay, move word right. Okay, I will try to test the okay, no, that would be that. Actually noticed that I haven't set up anything to test this thing. Show hint text. The ads is not... there are some ads that are just annoying. I don't know about Windows ads, but there are some ads in the... Like the most annoying ads for me are the ones that I get to see in websites when I go. And I'm not meaning about YouTube, it's YouTube is okay in general. But the ads in... like there are some applications, there are some websites and applications that's really difficult, like oh, especially the cookie thing. Like every page that you open, there is this option with the cookie, and they never put the option with the... I mean, I'm not gonna say never, but they don't put the option that oh, I don't want to save the cookies from this website easily to your access. Like you would have to go through all the options and then put the cancel all of them, which many times you just don't do, and you just have to push some button just to access the website. I think that's the most annoying ones, I would say, to me. The ads that I see in websites, and like the trackers, the things that with the cookies and stuff. Windows is easy. I wouldn't say it's easy for me. I had a 1 month run with Windows and I didn't really like it. I mean, I understand and I like it, but I don't know, how can I say? It's just I like the pain that I have with Linux. It's painful, but it's just you know, I had 2 weeks of nearly one window manager. Now I'm with Hyperland. I'm not happy with it because it's not like I don't like the things that are that exist here as much. Like there is the blur that I like, but then I don't like some of the other stuff like animations and stuff like I'm not really interested about. But then the other ones don't have blur as well. So yeah, I've been thinking about writing another one myself, but then I would have to put years on this, so I don't know. But I like the whole thing, that I can just go through things and change things. I like it in Linux, honestly. But then I don't know. It doesn't mean that just because I like it, it means that Linux is better. There is no discussion in that. There is no, like, I don't have like, it's a weird discussion to have one operating system is better than the other one. I don't know how to say, like, it's at the end of the day, it's like the way that you want things work for you. Like, you know, I like it this way, so I use Linux. That's how I put it. Yeah. Like even the Linux itself, like there are some things that I wish I could change, like but then I would have to write an operating system myself. That would be funny. Show hint text. First world problems. I don't know. What is first world? Yeah, I don't know about the. Yeah, I do come. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. I wouldn't know how to respond to this. Mm. Plus their house was blown up. Yeah. Naturally, it might seem that way, but I remember. So I come from Iran, and I had friends who were like, I studied computer science in bachelor, and there were people that really enjoyed playing with Linux and stuff. And it didn't have any job there. I mean, it was. Yeah, I don't know. I would say yeah that has effect, but then um, you know, I think there are some other problems. Like even in I live in France right now, and I see people having also all sorts of problems here as well. Like maybe not floods and stuff. Yeah, okay, but then it's not the same thing. But then they also have their own livelihoods. So. I wouldn't know. I don't know about the details though. I would have to think about it in more detail. Um, no, I mean depends on people, and because some people's jobs might be related to the thing that they're doing, like the Linux and stuff. It could be related to their job. Yeah, but in general, for many people, it would be. I guess it would be right to say that yeah, there are so many things in life that are for many people it's just more the Linux versus Windows thing is not really as important. They wouldn't even notice it in life. Yeah. Helper go mod text. Okay, the hints should have. I think I'm gonna put the hints here. And then go to the helper. Okay, helper JS, eval JS, and then you do, okay. Okay, now the selection. I don't know how to do a selection. I think I have to get all the options and then check what the selection is, right? think type password shouldn't be text area. I guess it still could be selected, but then if I go inside type password, I would have to set it that it goes as an insert mode. Wow, that's like weird thing now. I have some array. There are some keys. I go through the elements, and then there's element. Okay. $26, that's like 52 options. That should be enough for choosing links now. And then there is, for each of these elements, document create element div. Okay. Style. Put it on top left. You do a background color, you do a color, you do a padding. There's a Z index, which is the maximum. And then we append the child. Set attribute data nagger hint keys. You put the key. return true, else return false. Oh no, this could stay like this, but this here, it needs to be text. No, this is also text. Okay, I see. Now, how can I make this somehow? So I have to change some code in here. Yeah, this thing. Is it async or with return? Eval.js. With callback, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna make these two comments. And then I have to find a way to make this work. Okay, so before doing this though, make this comment, because I don't know how to do this for now. Major, better. Failed to allocate scroll script. Find text field. I don't think it should be here. This dispatcher, it should be in helper.js. And it should be public. Okay, and then here I want to have something. Key is, I think it's U8. Then here, this is the character here. And for some reason I had to think about this. So this is going to call that one. It's gonna return something, and then I have to return the result somewhere. Yeah, I don't think I can use this eval.js. I have to use something else. With callback. Let me Why are you so angry? My bird is making weird sound, like he's angry. For some absolutely zero reason. There's here with callback. Well, it's actually is good to test, no? Yeah, I don't exactly know how I can get values from the code there. Yeah, I would probably end the stream now and try to find a way to do this. It's gonna take a very long time, this one. I have to know how to connect WebKit to JS through Zig, and yeah, and get a result, of course. That's the most important thing. And getting a result is a bit difficult. I have to go read some stuff to understand how this is done. Anyway, I am going to do git add Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day, night, wherever you are. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It would support us a lot. And stay safe. Take care. Bye bye.